how do the Sonjas sound? How do these 88 dB efficient, 70-inch tall, 400-pound statement loudspeakers sound? If you feed into it a low-res MP3 file with a lot of compression, you'll get an MP3 file with a lot of compression out, and you won't like it. The YG Sonja is the most realistic, exacting speaker I've heard. I've been reviewing audio equipment for 30 years. There's many types of loudspeakers I've had in and out of my different listening studios. And this is the most realistic. Not only is it an exceptional reviewing tool, but it's an exceptional transducer if you value the sound of live instruments in space, because it's not going to give you anything but the sound that was on the recording. It's not going to sugarcoat the sound. It's not going to give you a Magico Magic in the upper mid-range. It's not going to give you a Wilson Warmth. It's going to give you the truth. So you have to set these up carefully and exactly if you are to enjoy music through the YG Sonja 1.3, which we've done here. The sound comes out at you like this and presents panoramas of different vistas across the front of the stage. It's the exact opposite of the MBL 101E Mark II. The MBL 101E Mark II, it pressurizes the room from two spots where the speaker is. And it pulses and it floods the room with sound that seems to come from within the room itself. The YG is the opposite. It's as if you have different spotlights of panoramas and vistas that are all around the front of the listening room. It's a different presentation, equally valid and more truthful. If you want to hear the exact sound of Jascha Heifetz, you want to listen to it through the YG. If you want to hear the sound of Jascha Heifetz standing in your room pressurized in a virtual reality, you might want to hear the MBL. Again, they're both equally compelling. The YG will give you exact tone. You'll hear the difference immediately between a flute and a piccolo. You'll hear the overtones from different pianos. You'll hear the position in the recording studio of the microphone to the instruments. You'll hear the added reverb that the recording engineer and or mastering engineer put in the mix. You'll hear the compression that was added to the recording. And you'll also hear the unmistakable sound of music through all of these aberrations because of the exactitude of the YG. I value many different parameters in sonic reproduction. Perhaps my favorite is sound staging and image placement. And I would call the YG Sonja extraordinary image generators. They'll build an image, throw it out and launch it in the room of an instrument in space, unlike any loudspeaker I've heard before. They'll layer the stage with each individual layer that the recording engineer laid down in a mix right in your listening room. You have to hear it yourself at a dealer showcase or in your own home or at a show, properly set up to experience the magic. The YG Sonja is ideal for rock and roll, singer vocal, jazz, and indeed classical. What you feed into the YG Sonja is what you'll get out. To sum up, the YG Acoustic Sonja Loudspeaker, it is overall the most coherent, detailed loudspeaker perhaps available today. It's not mixing ribbons with dynamic drivers. It's not mixing active, two different amplifiers on the lower frequencies. It is all of one coherent sound. You couple that with the panoramic sound vistas that it produces, the accurate tonality, and the bass thumping chestiness and realistic lower mid-range of the YG, and you'll be able to listen to your music and hear just your music. Isn't that what it's about? Listening to your music as it was recorded. The YG Sonja Loudspeaker. One of the top loudspeakers available today from YG Acoustics of Colorado. I encourage you to listen to them at a show, visit a dealer wherever you live throughout the world, have them properly set up, bring your favorite recordings, and you'll never hear your music like that again. And you want to take a pair home. I'm Peter Bruninger reporting for AV Showrooms on one of the world's best loudspeakers, the YG Sonja.